welcome to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to give you guys a progress update on this Ford Transit build that I've been working on. Les and Bernadette were here at the shop helping me for about 32 days, and they're gone. I've been working alone and didn't record a whole lot, but before they left, we got the galley done, and so I'm going to show you some of that work. And I have been plumbing this thing, and we have running water. The hot water heater's hooked up, so let's take a look. We've got the cabinet base, one of those pre-built ones that you can get from like Lowe's, Home Depot. And what we did was we cut 3 inches off the back so that it doesn't take up so much space in the van. And then we have put the 2x2s on, reinforced it for the sink. Also, on the front, we completely cut out the bottom kick plate so that we have storage underneath there now.
I get to do the first hole.
Uh-oh. Okay, that went in. So after we got the galley done, it allowed me to start hooking up the water. Because we had the bed made and the plumbing under the floor, I could get the tank brought in here and get it hooked up. So I've got a 30-gallon water tank. It's got the water sensor on it, a marine sensor. Down here, the water comes in, which I'm still doing. It comes out down here. I've got a shut-off valve in case there's any issues. It goes to the strainer, and then it goes to the water pump. Once it leaves the water pump, it can go to the hot water tank, or it can go to the sink and the shower. Underneath this side is the hot water heater. And I've got the hot and the cold. I've got a shut off on the cold. That way they can winterize this. Water heater here, and that will go to a switch so they can turn the water heater on when they want to use it and off when they're not using it. Then the water comes up behind the bed and it tees here. It goes down to the shower, or it goes over to the sink. And then underneath the galley here, it just goes to the hot and the cold. Both of those have a shut off as well. And then we just got the RV drain, and that's going through the floor. I did go ahead and use 3/4 inch PEX on that so that it's a bigger hole for the drain. Up here above the galley area, I've got her some LEDs here. Now, I don't have those mounted yet, but I did. Obviously, I'm repurposing those lights that were in here. And I have the LEDs that are going to go underneath this shelf right here. But those are on a switch and on a dimmer. And the water pump here. Oh, turned it off. Water pump and the ball valve here. So, running water. Then when you're not using the pump, you can just turn it off, turn the lights off. And the reason why I did it like this is because if you remember back there, there's those foam headers like over here. And aesthetically, you know, I think this looks a whole lot better. And then this will get finished off, and then a facing will go on there. But all in all, I think the galley area just really turned out nice. Last night I got to work on my van, and what I did was this toilet that was in here, I changed it out for the Ogo toilet. And that allowed me to drop this down a few inches, because 2.5 inches, because the toilet that I had in here was higher, obviously. Now, instead of the lid opening up, I've got it opening back, which actually makes it easier because you don't have to put the cushion up on the bed. When Kelly's sleeping, I know she hates it when I do that, but, and then obviously a little bit more storage around the toilet, and you can see I dropped that down. I dropped that down this much. I still have to paint it, but that's like 3 inches or so. And that allows me a better workstation because I had a Lagoon mount over here. So I went ahead and moved my Lagoon table over here, and it really gives me a nice workstation because I always had to pull out this drawer to be able to put my feet on it. And it was a pain in the butt. And it's crazy I lived like this. For 2 years I had it like that. And changing it has made me so happy. But I was really worried about, you know, messing something up and it's not going to match. I can't paint it, but I'm going to Arizona soon and I can paint all that in Arizona. So it was super fun getting to work on my own van and getting myself an all new workstation because up front by the shower, it is, it's cooler up there. It's darker up there. I've got really good lighting back here, and it just really works out great. I love this change to the van. So more to come because now I've got the let's work on my van bug. So, all right. I am, for the first time in a long time, at the shop alone. Les and Bernadette were here for 32 days, helped me get a whole lot of stuff done. But the most important thing that took place here, besides our friendship, is we built a wood rack, and I haven't shown it really on the channel yet. I want to show you what we did because 4x8 sheets of plywood, whether no matter what kind you get, they're heavy and it's hard to move around by yourself. And what I used to do is I used to just stack them all up against the wall because that's what I had room for. And here at the shop, being able to access my stuff easier, and because my son's not close by, I can't, hey Adam, come give me a hand. We had to get things set up so that I could do this stuff on my own. So let's take a look at this wood rack, and I'll show you some other changes that we made around the shop. So what we did was we made this A-frame here, and what we did was we just took some plywood and made our A-frame, made some little brackets here, some wooden supports, screwed that all together, put some supports underneath here, and that way, a couple little can't even see it because I got so much stuff on there, some side supports right there. And what that allows me to do is I've got all my 3/4 inch birch all stacked up this way, my 1/2 inch here and my 1/8 of an inch here. And it does allow me to access that a lot easier. And because I did have it all piled up back here in the corner, and you can see once you get so many sheets up there, it's just impossible. So got that together, and that is on some casters here, and I can roll that out. Obviously right now it's too heavy, but plywood here, all my select 1x2s here, because you don't want those to bow. So we've got several supports there, all my bigger 2x4s and 2x2s down there.
The scrap works good there. You can see
No,
what you got.
there was two little
Instead of in a big
behind my
pile.
back, but it's stacked up so I can just grab a piece when I need it. No, it's perfect. Like having, and when I was like trying to figure out what I could do to make it better, that, Polly, I'll show you that for tomorrow. I thought if I could just have her stuff to the side, and I could have, you know, just this open area. Like this is, I mean, it's just incredible. Look at this, boy. Did you see this? Whoa!
Oh, it's wait, it was that firewood.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Yep. No, this is, because I'll tell you what, every time Like all these little pieces, there's always a use for them.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
When you're looking for just a little piece like
Exactly.
this.
Exactly.
I don't know if you'll ever need another circle. I don't need to do so many portables.
Yeah. Yeah. So the wood rack was a great addition, and you can see, look at all the scraps. I mean, there's just, no matter what you do, you're going to have all these scraps. All right, guys, those are the van build updates for this week. Oh, I forgot to tell you, I got the LEDs in, but we'll see you guys on the next video.